This is Jordan Yovchev. He's originally from Bulgaria. He's been elite level gymnast for the past 14-15 years. He competed on 3 Olympic Games. He's the reigning world champion on floor exercise and rings for the past 2 World Championships. He is one of the most strongest people on the planet as far as comes to that ring routine.
Okay, to do a push-up, first you get to a position support. Keep the knees together, legs together, straight body. You know, everything tight, squeeze your butt. Try to go all the way down. Touch the floor with your chest and push back up with straight body. The push-up that we were talking about, it's from your knees, that it's easier, it's way for the beginners, and to make it harder you have to stay on your toes and do a straight body push-up. Okay, and to make it even harder, the push-ups, you have to move to a next level. You can use a chair or a block that you can put your feet up and try to do a push-up that way.
Keep your rings still, you turn them out. 3 sets of 12 would be enough for beginners to start with.
Okay, and for the jackknives push-ups, very important to stay hollow, have your shoulders in, head in, and try to go as far as you can.
Okay, this kind of levers are very good for your abdominal muscles and working the flexibility of the shoulders. So you drop your body forward all the way until the rings are completely stretched out. In that situation you can keep switching your grip. Hands are turning in. It would be good to turn them and alternate them, 1 set in and 1 set out.
Okay, and of course for the easier thing, it's to start with your knees, going all the way down, then you can step on your toes, and of course go all the way down again. And then the hardest thing is, you know, to step on the block or use a chair.
It's more for the triceps. He's doing it with the bent arms. It's an exercise you can probably do more repetitions, 12 to 15 a set. Very important with this exercise is to keep your chin in a neutral position the way he's doing it. You always kind of follow your hands, keep your lower back rounded, and fully stretch your shoulders. You shouldn't have any shoulder angle.
That push-up, it's mainly for stretching your elbows during a cross or Maltese. It's mainly for crosses, but it gets you prepared right before you do a Maltese or cross.
Very important on that exercise is to protect your elbows if you're a beginner. You can start with a little bit bent elbows and move with straighter elbows the way he is. He's alternating each arm until he's ready to go with both arms. This exercise probably you don't need to do more than 3 to 6 repetitions a set.
The next push-up is going, your arms goes to the side like you're doing a cross, but you're staying in the same position like you're gonna do a regular push-up, and your arms goes to the side and then you press up. That helps a lot for Maltese. You can start, for the beginners, it's from your knees. You do that push-up, then you try from your toes, and then you can use a chair or a block again. Try to go with your chest as low as the rings are.
He's doing a sets of 3 to 5.
And the other push-ups that we're talking about now, it's combined for a cross into Maltese, and you need to keep your body straight again. Try to be level with your shoulders, drops down until it's flat with the rings. Don't go further down, or try not to be too high up. Just try to have a good level Maltese and a cross.
So you do a full circle with your arms. You push the rings all the way out, put them on the side, and they go next to your hips again. At the same time, you keep a hollow position, your chest are rounded, and the chin is in a neutral position.
That exercise, it helps you for the front lever, and of course you have to squeeze your butt tight and keep your body straight and just do like a regular chin-up. It creates the muscles for a front lever. And to make that exercise harder, you try to go with each one of your arm to the side and keep it straight, and just mainly pull with one arm, and then the other straight arm just pushes down.
As you can see on the way up, it's very important to shift and turn your wrist. So eventually on this skill, when you go to a muscle up, you have to be able to turn your wrist and push up so you can finish in support.
When you're doing the dips, try to keep your body straight. Don't drop your shoulders too far forward. And you know, when you're doing a dip, try to go all the way down and up with a straight body, tight. Well, dips are two different things. The dip you can do, there is one type of dip that you can keep your elbows close to your body and go all the way down and up. And the other one, you can have your elbows a little to the side and again go all the way down and up. Dips are mostly for you know, having a good support and create your triceps and, you know, your chest, and it's a good exercise.
Another good exercise is just to feel the support on the rings. You can just go up, stay in a support level, turn your rings out, and do 5 sets of 15 to 20 seconds.
Pull-ups are always great exercise. Creates your biceps. Try to lift your head up as high as you can. Chin goes all the way above your hands. And to make the pull-up harder, you should try to stay in the L position. You know, just exactly being on an L, not your legs down or way too high. And that's also, it's for the stomach muscles. And if you do a pull-up like that, that's pretty good.
The L set position, you can do 5 to 8. You can just lower a little bit the number because you're involving your abdominal muscles. That's a great exercise to straighten the forward grip, and your wrist at that time is developing that motion for the muscle up.
For the shoulder stand, again, you use the cables till you get up and put your legs together. Rings needs to be held very close to the shoulder and push down all the time so you can stay in the shoulder stand.
At that position, you can, he's just showing the really straight position of the body, but you can also, at the beginning, you can just put your legs on the cables and you can just feel the handstand. And then when you feel stable, you can get your legs together and do a regular handstand.
For the handstand, you have to find your balance using the cables. Try to turn your rings out. Hold, try to keep your body straight, not having a shoulder angle. Of course, your legs are apart because you're using the cables. And for the push-ups, when you're doing a push-up, when you go all the way down, keep the body straight, look down and push up.
He's just putting his legs on the cables just for support and for a balance. He's not really squeezing the cables, he's just sliding up and down. The main work should come on the shoulders. And that exercise, that's a hard exercise, so probably you need to start with, say, a set of 5s, and anything above 10 to 12, it's very good. Yeah, as you see, when he kicked your hands, then the hands are, his palms are open and the rings are so low, so that he's touching with his fingers the rings. That's for a reason, just to stop the swing of the rings and feel the balance when he kicks up your handstand position.
The V-ups, it's a good idea if you go with your toes all the way up till your knees touch your face and down slowly. And the one that you go with your legs to the side, lift up, is for your obliques. It helps them, get stronger and having a stronger ribs.
As you see, he's just trying to move the legs up and all the rest of the body staying still on the rings. It's good to have sets with lower numbers, such as probably 7 to 10.
Skin the cat, you go with your toes, slowly all the way down. That stretches your shoulders and your back, and you're trying to be straight. When you get to the point that it's starting to hurt, then you stop, put your legs together, point your toes, and try to hold it with the straight body again, no piking. Usually, most of the people are doing it pike, which is wrong. Try to have your body straight. When you're coming back up, you have to start piking. Legs needs to be close to your chest until you get to the front position. For the L-sit, very important to keep your legs straight, point your toes. You also need to have a good support, push down, have your shoulders down, look up, not being piked or arched. Just try to have your best idea of doing an L. For the straddle L, it's the same. You push down, shoulders up, cables goes behind your back, and rings needs to be turned out.
You got a great flexibility to do that exercise. You have to be very flexible. But first on the floor or on the fold-up mats, and do a lot of rows of those on the floor before you go up on the rings.
For that exercise, you just do the pull-up first, straight body, and then you bring your toes to the front, again straight body, and then you start doing the swing and try to do as many numbers as you can. Yeah, and to make it easier, that exercise, actually first try to bend your legs. And then if you seem that it's too easy, try to do it with straight body and straight legs. And it just creates the muscle for a front lever.
It's a very good exercise to control the rings and have your body completely straight through the skill. Okay, he's working now on the front levers, and the point is eventually to get this skill completely straight with straight arms, but before you get to that level you just need to work some preparation skills, and you can see some of them. One of it is in attack position, and then he just tries to straight one of the legs, and one of them it's in attack position, and then he alternates them. A good thing for alternating the legs is keeping the balance.
And if you can hold it or pull up like that, try to do it with switching legs. You know, one bend, the other one straight, and then the other way around. And to be able to do a front lever, of course, you gotta go through all those exercises. And then, of course, eventually you get to the point that you can hold the front lever and put your legs together, pull with your arms down, have your legs straight, point your toes, and keep your head in. I mean, that exercise properly done needs to be with straight body, straight legs, and point toes. But first you do the chin up, and then you lean back and pull with the arms till you get your body all the way up. It's okay if you do it with bent legs and a little pike.
It's a pretty hard exercise during the repetition, so 3 to 5 is very good.
For the back lever, you start again from upside down. The toes leads the way. You have to put your butt in and squeeze, keep the body straight. And for the back lever, it's you push down and you keep your head out this time. Well, of course, you can keep your head in just to see when you get to the point that you're straight. But the proper, that exercise needs to look with the head out in one line.
You need to turn your wrists and open your chest and chin is up. Keep your body really tight.
To be able to do a muscle up, you have to use your false grip just like that, and then you push up. You have to use your false grip. When you're shifting your wrist, you pull up, get on top, and the rings are going close to your body. And keep them tight.
Guys, you see how he's leaning a little bit forward, right? When he's on the top of the rings, and when he's shifting the wrist right there, he's leaning a little bit forward, so that way he's helping himself to generate that power and push up.
That muscle up, it helps you. It's like somebody spotting you if you're, but it matters of numbers. The more numbers you do, you create that muscle for just the muscle up.
He's leaning forward and he's doing a forward roll to a straight body position. And that's a little bit extra work put after the muscle up. And the same thing, it's a good skill to do numbers of 8 to 10. As you see, the main thing is the rings doesn't move too much. He's just mainly involving his shoulders and his arms.
Well, to do a back roll to support also, you gotta lift your toes up and use more of the swing, kick back, and arms push down and keeping close to your body till you get to the support. Use your arms like pushing down and arms goes close to the body. Very important, because if your arms goes out a little bit, then you drop down. Okay, this is the right position for a cross. Elbows are turned down. It's a good idea if you can shift your wrist. Arms are definitely straight, and try to keep the body straight, not going forward or backward.
It's very important not to hurt your elbows, so have a lot of preparation time before you get on the high rings and do that skill. You need to be on the floor and do a lot of isometric work on fold-up mats when you can have your elbows a little bit bent at the beginning, or you can step on a bungee and cover it with your hands and just take some of your weight and do some repetitions.
In the cross, using the block with your feet up, it helps you get into a position to a L cross and do a pull-ups. It also helps you when you do just a regular cross L to hold it. It's just a good exercise for creating the muscles for a cross. The block stays usually in one spot, but you move your body, either goes forward or backwards with your legs. You know, the further you go with your legs, the more support goes into the block, so it makes it easier in your arms.